Yes.
Okay, good evening. Revisions were made to the north elevation of the proposed project, adding a second floor gable that matches the adjacent gable to the east and encases the existing chimney, and that addressed some of the issues from the last Zoom, last ARB meeting.
Is that the only change?
Yes, that was the principal, point of discussion 2 weeks ago was addressing the overhang in the back and dealing with it, how it related to the proximity to the chimney. So we brought a gable out. If you look at the north elevation, which is to the left of that on that drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have the right one up?
I think we felt the drawings were not consistent and clear too, just in general.
Yeah, I don't think you want to.
Yeah, I don't think this.
That may not be the right one.
That's not the latest one. That's not the one that was submitted this week.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is on the E-code website. I'm looking at it now. I mean, it looks consistent. It looks like it makes sense. It doesn't have any odd shapes to it. So, I'm okay with it, but I guess everybody else should look too.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not being able to. I have it on my desktop. I don't know why it's not letting me bring it up.
Yeah, I pulled it up as well, or downloaded it earlier, and it looks like everything got cleaned up from the last meeting.
Great.
Can someone share it? Can Stanley or Travis?
I can share it too. I have it on. Do you want to share? Do you want me to share it? I have it pulled out.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
But you have to allow me to share it, yes?
No.
Just pull the green screen share in the bottom middle.
Okay, can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. So you can see the gables are matching on the north elevation, same proportion, same size. And then from the west elevation, you can see that it cleans up the overhang. It gets the chimney back inside the house fully, and it's consistent with the existing design of the house.
Okay. Much better, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a nice little project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for all your
All
time.
right.
Seeing you every couple of weeks.
We'll miss you.
Bye.
I'm sure we'll be back at some point.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Talk soon.
Okay. Next application is for 58 Laurelton. Robert, will you be speaking?
Yes, whenever you want, tell me.
Okay. Do you want to share your screen or do you want Carrie to pull it up?
I don't know how to do that, so it's probably better off when you guys do it. It's the first time I've done this Zoom with the plan board. So.
Okay.
Okay, I think I have the right one. Let's give it a shot.
Thanks,
Are you
Carrie.
seeing it?
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. So just let me know which parts you would like to see first.
What do I need to go over?
You want to go back? Can you go back to the first sheet and maybe blow up the site plan so we can see, kind of shows what's changing there. The right side. Okay. I think it shows on the right side kind of description of what you're doing before we go on the drawings.
Correct. So basically, we're adding a bedroom in the back of the house, which also consists of bumping a little bit up the inside of the house to give us a bathroom, hallway bathroom, which you'll see on the next few pages. And we did a small little bump out where it's on the driveway side. You'll see a little darkened spot because it's a little small there. We bumped that out a little bit. That's our entranceway.
Okay.
And, wait, is this a return? Did you guys already see?
I don't think so. We haven't
No,
seen. have we?
no, this is a new application.
Can we see pictures of the house? And
I think pictures are at the
the
end,
end.
Carrie.
oh, at the end. Okay.
Is this your house?
No, that's the neighbor's house. That's the neighbor to the left of me. That's the weeds. That's the neighbor to the right of me. That's the existing house right now. So basically, yeah, the front of the house. Am I able to be heard? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Which
So,
side of the house is this?
excuse me?
Which side of the house is this?
That's the front of the house. So only change the upstairs to do egress windows and line them up a little better. And the downstairs, we enlarged a little bit. We changed to the plan, as you'll see afterwards, to enlarge.
Where's your front door on this?
There will be, you'll see on the plans, but if you look to the left-hand side, that was the front, that was a window. The front door you'll see on the side view was a slider. If you go to another picture, I wish I can, I don't know, I can't. But if you go down one more, that's the right side of the house. If you go one more, I think one more photograph down.
Are there more than 3? Because
There should be 4 photographs.
okay, because that's the end of what I have.
So is that currently your front door, those 2 sliders?
No, that's the right
Right.
side of the house facing the neighbor. What it was before we purchased it were 2 what they split it up into 2 residents. If the red door you just passed, that was one entrance in the back of the house. That's the side. That's the main entrance right there. Was.
Oh, the 2
slider.
letters in the, okay.
You gotta
That
go back.
red door? I'm confused. That red door, is that the front door?
No, what they did was they converted it into a 2-family, which I converted it back to a 1-family. That's the right side door of the old existing living room. That red door was an entrance way to get into the upstairs apartment.
Doesn't even look like there's a landing there.
So which one?
Yeah, it goes right where the door is there, that back door there. It goes, and then it goes up a couple of steps to the red door. That's where it was, but that's all being changed, as you'll see on the new plan.
I didn't know we had zoning for 2-family houses, do we?
Excuse me?
Where is it?
I'm sorry?
Tom, is there zoning for 2-family houses?
I'm not making it 2-family. I'm converting it back to a 1-family. It was a legal 2-family, believe it or not.
There are certain parts of the town that did have that. It was grandfathered years ago.
Okay.
Not many.
Right, but I'm changing it back to a 1-family because the whole house is only 1,400 square feet.
Thank you.
So if you roll back down, you'll see if you go back down, you'll see the side view of the house. I think we passed it before. Go down, I guess.
And is this I'm just curious, is this your house? You're renovating it for yourself, or is this an investment?
Oh, we're moving in. We lived in Pleasantville for 20 years. We sold our house last summer. I got majorly sick for 3 months, and so I was renting. Then I got recovered, and now this is the house that we're going to be living in permanently. My kids have grown up, and this is the house we're going to renovate. Now, if you go up to the picture a little bit higher, you'll be able to see.
All right, so what I have, this is the very bottom. So we have this one, and there's one.
There was a driveway one you passed that had a porch.
Okay.
Yeah, right there at the bottom.
Okay.
See? Yeah, that one there. That one right there. The one in the one that shows a driveway there. That is the side driveway right now. That was their entrance way to get into the house. There were sliders. But that's all getting changed.
The drive change?
I'm sorry?
Gary, can you put up the plans now and
Yep.
we'll go to the elevation?
Just let me know what you want to start with.
You could start with the top. That's perfect right there. Up, if you go up a little bit. So
Where's
it's
the
centered. If you can go up to, you had it.
Where's Laurelton?
And stop on the first floor, Carrie. Go back up to the first floor.
You want to see the outside elevations first? Right there. Oh,
First floor.
Maybe we should go to the first floor so we'll understand what you're doing and then we'll.
Okay. There we go.
okay. So basically, the right-hand side where it says first floor proposed, they had old stairs that you couldn't go up or down because of that secondary apartment. They were like literally 30 inches wide, if less, and they were a narrow staircase. So what we are doing now is we're moving them to the front of the house, as you see there, coming across and going up to the second floor. The entranceway, as you see the porch there, we're eliminating that whole extra deck where the sliding door is. We're getting rid of all of that. We're installing a powder room right there. And then the whole first floor is going to be an open concept. I lost you. Okay. That is the whole first floor. The kitchen layout, it'll be a living room and dining room with a fireplace there. There'll be a door to go out to the back porch, the back deck. And as you see the dotted line, that is the upstairs. That is the upstairs addition I'm putting on, which will be cantilevered over the deck because we're all on rock and we couldn't put a foundation in there. So we're going to be pinning it with, we're going to be putting posts up, and as you see the the three corners on the outer edge, and it'll be cantilevered over the original room there, as you see.
Can you go to the second floor, please, Carrie?
So that is the addition right there, which will be a bedroom, and we're going to be pushing out a little bit, which will give us our bathroom, our center hall bathroom, our laundry room. The right side, those two bedrooms are existing, pretty much will not really be changed. And those are the stairs coming up from the downstairs from the living room.
Okay. So Alan, you want to see the roof plan? I see there's a roof plan there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so the only thing is changing there on the roof plan is, you know, that addition there.
Okay.
If you want to go to the elevations,
Yes, please.
okay, so on the left-hand side, that's the front elevation. So now we're adding a front door, and we're getting rid of that ugly wraparound deck that did really nothing on the left-hand side. So for now, the steps and the stairwell that's existing will stay, but we will be changing that probably by next year. But we will be putting in a front door. The windows are pretty much the same up on top, other than they're going to be egress windows because they're for the bedroom on the right-hand side. And then the bottom just changed to give us new windows downstairs, a little brighter because we face the reservoir there. And hopefully we get a view. On the right-hand side up on top, that is the driveway side. So that's showing a window into that new entranceway. That was where the sliding door was on the right-hand side. And then the little window up on top is the bathroom, and the bedroom on the top. The smaller windows are on the top. If you go down to the left-hand corner, the two windows on the top of the house, those are the two bedroom egress windows. We have the door, that's the original going into, it's like a little pantry area. That's the door on the left, the rear elevation, the door going to the dining room window. That's the bedroom egress windows up there on the top. You look on the side view, the right side elevation, that is the chimney, and there is a window over there.
Is there any reason there aren't any more windows on the right elevation? You've got a lot of blank.
The reason that it's not on the right elevation is because we'd like to put our HVAC.
Sorry.
That's okay. We'd like to try to be able to put our HVAC system on that side. And if we end up doing a we end up doing it on demand, anything in hot water heat, we're not sure what we're doing yet. We would need to have no windows on the side, and that's the only side of the house that we really put it, would be that side of the house. So I'm working on that. We may end up, if we don't put the equipment on that side, we'll probably be putting a window to the right of the window you see there. And the other part that you see there, because you got the chimney and also you really can't put windows over there. It would only be in that where the overhang is on the back porch, which we didn't plan yet to put one, but we're probably going to end up putting some sort of window over there. But that leads into that little pantry area.
What about what's on top of the window that does exist on the second floor?
That's the bedroom closet. If you go back, those are the master bedroom closets. So I have windows. If you go back to the other plan view on the second floor.
Is it this
So
one
if
or?
you look at
further
that,
down?
so if you look at that, there's 5 windows.
So this one.
No, the
No,
floor,
plan.
second floor,
Oh, okay.
Second floor plan.
right there.
A little down, yeah, a little more, right there. So that's the master closet right there. And you got 2 bedroom windows in the back. You have 3 on the side, and we may, if possible, try to put a little larger windows in the back. If that makes sense for you guys. I mean,
on the second floor, the 2 smaller bedrooms, it looks like you're getting rid of windows that were there already.
no, they're actually the same window on the front view and the same windows on the back view.
On the right side of the second floor.
Well, because of the chimney.
In between the closets, one has a chimney, but the other
one, we're gonna put a built-in dresser. The rooms there's gonna be a built-in dresser over there.
right, but where that one was, there was a window.
Where that was correct. But as I said, if I end up putting my equipment on that side by code, I cannot put a window above it. So I plan on putting my equipment over there on that side. If I put my equipment, then there's a window there, so I can't put the equipment on that side.
Tom, you can't put a window even if there's a different egress window, so on a different wall?
There are separation distances for a lot of these direct vent Insta-hot heaters that have to be maintained. So he is correct in his statement.
That's why we didn't put a window there. So if I do an indirect heating system, your exhaust goes out and your fresh air goes in, and you can't have it underneath the window, and there's really no other place to vent it. That's the only reason we did that. And the architect drew a little smaller window. If it's okay, we would like to try to maybe even go with a little larger window in the back to give a little bit more light. But he did all the calculations, and the calculations all worked out for the light per room and per the drawings.
Okay, comments from the board? Nobody?
So can you just repeat again why you can't put a window back in that smaller bedroom?
Because if I put a window on that side and I have a on-demand heat and hot water, your exhaust will be going out that side, and you cannot have a window above the exhaust within 10 feet.
Is that coming from below, from the
Yes,
basement?
coming from the basement, correct. And you
And you're not
can't,
gonna,
Stanley, are you talking about you're talking about the
top bedroom window, the top bedroom where,
the middle small bedroom.
right
Right.
elevation?
where that blocking is between the 2 closets would end up being where the, you go there. This window don't belong, this window was not supposed to be there. That's in the dining room. He was supposed, you have I guess a different, that window's not supposed to be there. That's the dining
Which
room
one?
window. That window.
The 2 casements?
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be there.
Well,
because
what's supposed to be there?
Nothing, because of my equipment has to go there. I don't know how that got on the plan over there, but he was supposed to.
So your
If
equipment's
you look-
going first floor or the
Construction
basement?
drawings is eliminated.
So you're gonna have not one window in the entire.
Not one window on that whole side.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I don't.
The equipment will, that went, the internet is unstable. Okay, so that window, the window you see next to the chimney, was eliminated because we like that window was eliminated on the construction drawings because we had no place to put the equipment for to vent out. The equipment would be in the basement, but it was going to vent it out right there. We couldn't put it in the back because I'm on a steep slope. Couldn't put it on the other side because there was a driveway. So the only place to put it is on this side of the house, and we felt that would be the best is to put it over between the chimney and in the end of the house. So that window really is not supposed to be there. I didn't even notice that.
Is it?
So that elevation has no window.
Correct.
I don't know that that's acceptable. You know how big your equipment is, but it can't be the entire length of the house.
And also, you only have 2 vents for intake and out, yes?
Correct, but you're not allowed by code, Tom. You're not allowed to by code.
Yeah, I know, but it's still, you have the whole facade and you have 2 vents that you can separate. And you have to, but it's basically because you don't know where you're going to put it yet.
That's the only place that it can be put on any level ground on my house.
But so I think I would suggest that you come up with a plan where you're putting it on the drawing so we can see it and determine how it all looks, you know, because right now you say you don't know yet where you're going to put it. So we don't know where the vents are going to go. And we don't know exactly why there is absolutely no window on the whole facade on the side. Not even one. And then we can determine the distances between the vents and the possibility maybe of introducing a window somewhere.
I mean, the chimney box out that you're making.
Correct.
I mean, couldn't you accommodate the exhaust within that box out or make the box out?
That's illegal.
If you put a fire rated shaft in there?
You can't exhaust and you can't exhaust in the same chimney. It has to be next to it. And Tom,
it's a different flue. You're going to use a different flue. You have space in that box to come up with, I mean, what is it, an 8-inch flue at the most?
but by code, you're not allowed to put both units into that chimney.
You would not be putting both units into one chimney. You would be putting a separate chimney or putting your air inlet and your exhaust in the wall of the chimney facing the back.
Oh, two separate flues. You have your own flue for the fireplace, and you have a separate flue for your direct, for your direct vent, and then your intake could be wherever it fits.
Okay.
And that way, if you put it if you look at the right elevation, if you put it on the left side of the chimney box out, you're more than 10 feet away from that window. And then you could put the window back on the second floor. I mean, I think, if you haven't heard, what we're really bothered by is a complete lack of windows on an elevation.
Okay, so where would you like me to, so that would be approved? You want a window in that bedroom?
Well, it'd be nice.
We want a balanced facade with fenestration. So if you're not sure where your equipment's going, maybe you need to, as Claudia suggested, study where it's going to go. And
I know where it's going to go. That's the only spot on the property that could go, where those windows are. So if Tom is telling me it's acceptable to put the exhaust chimney in the same box as the chimney, the only problem is the exhaust chimney, I've never done that where you can have the two chimneys coming out the top, a fireplace chimney and that exhaust chimney.
Well, it's a direct vent. Can't you come out of the side of that?
The problem is, okay.
So you have this big, broad, looks like 6 foot wide box out. What if you put it on the left side of that box out, and then you could keep your double casements on the first floor. You can put a small window on the second floor in between the two closets of the bedroom. And then I'd still like to see something in the master, right where the master starts to come out from the main house. It seems like there's room for a window there too. I mean, it's a total lack of fenestration that's, I think, bothering everybody here. And, but on top of that, we have to see consistent drawings of what you're actually building, not what, the drawings have to be correct for what you want to build.
Okay, well, I know that I can't put the exhaust on the left side of the chimney because it's white smoke and I would look like a choo-choo train. So it really has to go towards the back of the house. I don't think the neighbors would really like that. Because when a direct vent exhausts out, it exhausts white smoke. And it's non-toxic or anything, but to have it in the front of the house, I could put it on the right side of the chimney if that's necessary. But I can't put it in on the left side because that would be the front of the house, and you'd be just seeing when in the wintertime white, the white mist coming out from the direct vent. I have no problem putting a window above the dining room window. That is fine. I can add that, and I can add a window in the bedroom. That's not a problem.
But
So the bedroom, it would be on this little corner right here, right?
Where is she pointing to?
So if you go up
It would
where
be
the
in the
dining
middle.
room,
The window would,
Can we zoom in into the right elevation so we can read also the text, be able to? And just maybe center it. Perfect, yeah. Good, thank you.
So I can put a window above the other window. It'll be to the left, but above in the center of that room. I don't have a problem with that.
that's not the master, right?
No. The
That's,
master is,
so the master, you have a closet over here and you have a little space.
I really don't have any place to put a window over there in the master, but I can put a little window if you want where that little space is, but
I think that may work even.
Yeah.
That's why not,
And what about the lower?
What's
right side?
downstairs?
What about the lower right side of the facade?
Like a
right of the
pantry area.
Can something go there?
Maybe we should look at the plan.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You want to go back to
The first floor.
The first floor plan.
Below
Looks to be
the
a
master
pantry area.
Yeah.
I could put a window in the first floor over there in the center of that. That's not a problem.
Wait a
Or
minute.
anywhere on that wall. Oh, I didn't realize I could use the mouse. Anywhere on this wall. Can you see my mouse moving?
No,
No.
because you're not sharing the screen.
Okay, so I could put a window right there going onto the deck. That's not a problem.
Is that a mudroom? Is that what that is?
It's going to be a pantry.
Pantry.
Back entrance. So I could put a window in there. That's not a problem. I could do it center of the room.
So are the double casements gone now on the dining room?
Well, the reason was because of the equipment. But if you're saying I got to put a window above, then I'm going to put the window back and I got to figure out where I'm going to hide. I'm going to put, my air conditioning system.
Okay.
So again, we don't want to design it for you, but the request is to have a balanced fenestration throughout the facade and find an appropriate place for equipment, of course, and see if you can come back to us with a balanced elevation.
Okay.
Can we talk a little bit about the left elevation? Can we go to that, please? As well. So what's that little window that's jammed into the corner under the?
That was the window. If you look at the plan view in the bathroom, the only place you could put a window. So it's a window up high to give us light and ventilation in the bathroom. You go back to the plan view, you could see it.
I'm looking.
Second floor?
It's at W.
Or,
Second floor.
Okay.
that's fine.
Right next to the vanity, the window.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to get light and ventilation in the bathroom.
And then those other ones are small because.
Furniture. Dresser to go in the room there.
Is there no window at the top of the stair landing to get light in that area on that side?
Yeah, there is. If you go to the front elevation.
No, I know on the front, but on the left side.
Well, if you go to the front elevation, you'll see the windows. That's, if you look at the top, the stairs come up and come close to those windows. That's where you're going to get the light at the top of the stairs.
But if you're just putting dressers below that, those windows need to be, I don't know what your ceiling height is, but seem awfully small.
In the bottom left of the left elevation, what's behind that area?
Where are we looking? I'm sorry.
To the left of the lower window?
That is that little pantry area.
That big wide space with on top of where the slope and grade is? That's the
Yes, right. That's where all my freezers are going in there. My extra refrigerator is going there. So we wanted wall space over there.
But it's showing on the plan,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it showing a window? Or
Yeah.
no?
They're blocking.
Oh, no, it's not a window.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was a window. It's not.
I did too. It's not.
Well, if you get a window on the other side, that'll help somewhat.
Right. And what's on the other side? Pantry layout for owner or okay.
Where are you looking? I'm sorry.
That's that right elevation.
Yeah, the pantry basically is also no windows in that.
Well, I said I would be able to put a window to the deck if you would like.
Okay, okay. All right, so.
Okay.
Well, we have to see it all.
Look at the second floor again, like, to Bob's point about the stair landing, right? Would it not be feasible so you've got that small window that we've been talking about in the bathroom. I mean, would it not be feasible to add some windows kind of in the middle there? And
Where are you pointing to? I'm sorry.
Well, I don't have control.
In the bathroom.
Think of that facade, right? Just balance that out. Put another window
where
the you can
well,
put
where the dryer washer is.
Yeah, the washer dryer room where you can
that or landing.
Outside at the stair landing, something.
No, you can't really put a window there because there's not that much room there because the dryer over there is there's not much room there. There's only like 24 inches, so there's very hard to put a window over in that where the dryer is.
Well, in the room you could put one in the middle of the room up high, the dry and washer.
Well, if you're talking about a little window like you have there in the bathroom.
Countertop appliances, you have a big.
So you want to put a matching window. You're saying if you go to the elevation, you want to put a matching window of that small side window in the bathroom right there. You want
trying to find a way to balance the elevations. Yes, a couple of little windows, maybe two more, one at the stair landing.
Well, and then it may not feel as jammed into that corner.
Well, you can't put anything really at the stair landing. Because the stair landing is almost it's hard to explain, but it's right where it is there. There is no way to put a window there.
Right where your pointer is now. That behind that is the stair landing, isn't it?
I think that's where the stairs are still rising, but you could still have a window. You're not going to open it much or be able to access it, but it's on the rising portion, above the rising portion of the stairs, like a.
But isn't the floor, where the isn't that all the second floor?
Yeah, and it kind of lands in the middle of this facade, right? I mean, why is it not feasible to put one in this far right side where the stairs are still rising, and then another one in the middle of this facade, line of three that are symmetrical, and it seems that middle one is just outside the laundry room, right where the stairs land.
And even in the laundry room, I mean, you would have daylight in the laundry room. That's nice.
I know.
Otherwise, you always have to put electrical light in that room. It's like a basement on the upper floor, and you have a wall space.
And you have wall.
And you can have a daylight. It's pleasant.
I mean, I feel like you can put 3 windows on that side.
Yeah.
The window in the bathroom. I know you have it lined up with like the walking space in the bathroom, not over the vanity, but unless you're putting mirrors on the side, you can shift that window over and center it in the room.
Yeah, but that wouldn't look design wise to have a window half over the vanity and half over the thing. I'm okay with putting, if you want 3 windows on that side, I'll add the 3 windows on the side if that makes it even. And what I could do is lower the bedroom window a little bit. I could lower them. I can make them a little larger, go a little bit lower,
Right, I think
Yeah,
that's
I would,
great.
I would
I
think that would
that's-
help.
That would be,
and line up all the windows. So the windows in the bedroom, I can make a little bit larger. I can do the W5, which is in the bathroom a little bit, go down a little bit. I could put a second one in the laundry, and I'll see if there's room to put one all the way on the right-hand side.
right, I think that would be
Well,
much better.
I think it looks like the ridge line is over the wall separating the laundry room from the stair landing. So what would be nice would be to put a window in the laundry room, a window in the stair landing, and case it on the outside so it looks like one group of windows centered on the ridge.
So you want me to put, instead of siding between the windows, what do you want to put between the windows?
On the outside, you're gonna have one window in the laundry room,
Right,
smack against the wall, and then on the other side of that wall, you'll have another window.
correct.
Then on the outside, just case them together so they look like a group of 2 windows, not 2 separate windows.
But
And that way you'll have a nice window centered on the middle, and maybe you don't need one on the right. You could leave the one in the bathroom.
okay. But there'll be siding between the 2 windows, you're saying?
No, there'll be some other trim work so that the 2 windows will look like a group of 2 windows, not 2 separate windows right next to each other.
Okay.
So it'll look like you have a thick mullion between the 2.
Can we? Just want to go to my plan. You're talking about almost, if I put a window in the laundry room and I put a window in the bathroom, there's probably going to be about 30 inches in between.
No, I'm talking in the laundry room.
Right.
The ridge line is basically the wall between the stair and the laundry room. That's your ridge line. So put the window right in the laundry room, but right against that wall. And then on the other side of that wall, yep, right there. And the other side of that wall, put another window and then group them together on the outside so that they look like one cased window, but they're actually 2 windows. I can't. I'm sorry, are you an engineer? I know you're the owner. Are you an engineer too?
I'm a general contractor. I do
Okay.
design
So-
work all the time. So the question I have,
Trim them on the outside so you have the casing on the outside wraps the 2 windows together like a group. So it looks like 2 windows or 2 windows as a group centered on the ridge. They're in 2 different rooms, but at least on the outside, it'll look like they're in a logical spot.
well, can you bring the arrow where you want the windows? So you want one window in the laundry room right there or by the
Yep.
dryer?
And then on the other side.
Wait, yep means, I'm sorry, but where the tile look shows or where the dryer is, you want the window?
Where the tile is showing.
Okay, that's 2. And where do you want the 3rd window?
Right there, right where where the cursor is.
Okay, so you want those 2 to be together, but the other one in the bathroom separate?
Yeah, well, you're
Right.
making the case that you have to keep that one there.
Right, okay, just so I understand, okay?
But then on the outside, don't put siding between them. Put
Right,
some sort of trim behind it.
I got it now. I thought you meant the bathroom window and the laundry room because they're really far. So you're talking about the one window right above where the trim is right there and a second window. Then there's only a little bit of in between. That I understand. Not a problem.
Yes, that's
That
what I
makes
mean.
more sense. Okay, I didn't understand what you were saying. Okay.
Okay.
I think that window in the bathroom needs to have trim around it as well that match the rest of the.
Yeah, I wouldn't do without trim. I'm not sure why he had it like that, but.
And then you can balance it on the landing. Brandon suggested, so you'll have a nice little row of windows. It would look good.
Okay, and I'll lower the bedroom window so that they all line up above the dotted line that originally there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have a triple we'll have a single and then we'll have a double, correct?
Yeah, and maybe
Yeah.
on the other edge, over the
Oh,
landing.
on the right side coming up the landing. So you have a triple, a single, a double, and then a single?
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
I hope
And
I
then
can
what
get
did
that for my
we-
minutes. Can we just, so we want the triple on what side elevation?
We're looking at the left elevation.
Okay, so the
That's the
triple's on the left.
triple.
That
Mhm.
triple's gonna stay, but it's gonna be
Oh.
bigger and lower.
Right, we're gonna lower it, but let's take that like dotted line. So it'll be from the dotted line down, let's say approximately where the window is in the bathroom. And then you're gonna have a double, which is basically in between the double window down below and the big window in the entrance, correct? And then there'll be a single one all the way on the right side proportion.
And all,
Yep.
and all the heads are going to align.
Right, correct. Okay,
And then you're gonna look at doing something with the right elevation. You're gonna
Yeah.
put a window in the pantry.
and we're gonna put a window in the bedroom upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll have a window where it is in the dining room. Right there. So we'll get those to work. And then we'll put something in the pantry. But are we okay if I put it in the pantry and then you have the back view? Because the window up in the bedroom on that wall really kills the closets. If you go to
It
the
look-
plan view.
Well, it looks like you have an empty space there
In between
in the master.
In between the closet and the entry.
I could put I could put a window there, but not in the master. Is that okay?
Well,
You
It
can
says
get a
three-
window
where it
outside
says
the closet.
4,
Excuse me?
where it says 3'4".
I could put a window there, yes.
Yeah, I think that'll help.
Yep. So just to review, so in the master bedroom, we have the windows, which will be lined up, and where it says W5 in the bathroom, we're gonna have a window, then there'll be a window by the dryer. We're gonna case them together to match, and then all the way down by the stair landing, we're gonna put another window over there,
Right.
so that it all kind of,
Yeah,
get a look.
we're gonna have to see the plans again
Of
now.
course, of course.
Okay.
I'm just trying to go over. And
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
back bedroom where it says 3'4", we're gonna put a window there where
Mhm.
the
Right.
space is.
Wait,
then-
and then in the back elevation of the master, you're gonna make those W4s bigger, you said?
I would love to, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're way too small. The
Okay,
new-
so let's move around the elevation. So after that, in the 3'4" space, you're gonna put a window.
Correct,
And then going into the small bedroom between the two closets, we're gonna put a window.
correct. Right there, yes.
And then you're gonna keep the dining room window below that somehow?
So Tom, is Tom still on here or no?
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, okay. Tom, are you okay with, in the future, if I make that a non-opening window, are you okay with the exhaust vents on that side? Because I've known on other projects, as long as the window did not open, they allowed the exhaust and fresh air to be okay on the side of the house near there.
As long as it's permanently sealed and comes as a unit, you don't
Right.
have to take it.
So if it's a picture window, we're okay.
Correct.
Okay, so that'll help me figuring out that whole side. And that means,
Okay.
that means the bedroom window would be a permanently sealed, but window, will be a picture window too, and you guys are okay with that in the bedroom between the closets?
Yep.
As long as it has the same design, because they're all casements?
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
okay? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, good. We meet again in 2 weeks, I think.
We meet August 5th. That's our next meeting.
3 weeks, right? 3 weeks.
Yeah, because this is our third week.
Yeah.
This is first one.
We had our first meeting on the 1st. Today's the 15th, so we
We
won't.
just do first and third.
Okay, so you'll be automatically on, and we look forward to seeing the plans, and probably be very straightforward, and we
Right.
should be in there quickly then.
All right, thank you very much, guys.
All right,
Yep,
Robert.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
For working with us.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't even know how to sign off.
Bottom right, it says leave.
All right, thank you, everyone. So we'll see
Thanks.
everyone August 5th.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
Okay.
have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.